kids, it's Miss Jackson. I miss you guys. So I was cleaning up in my house and cleaning off some of the books on the bookshelf, and I came across this book. It's called Come Over to My House. This was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, probably about your age. You can see it's an old book by looking at it. It's got tape on the binding, it's tattered and worn, lots of old spots, and even the pictures look old. But I thought I'd share it with you and thought you might enjoy it. Come over to my house. Some houses are bricks and some houses are sticks. And yes, someone colored this book. It might have been me, but I don't think so. Let's blame it on my brother. Shh, I'm sure my brother did this. Some houses are bricks and some houses are sticks. Some houses are square and some houses are round. There are all kinds of houses around to be found. Some are on stilts, high up off the ground. Did you notice the stilts on this house? Usually houses are built on stilts when you live in a place that has a lot of water so that the water doesn't flood your house. Some houses are wide and some houses are thin. Some are so thin you can hardly get in. But wherever you go, you will hear someone say, "Come over to my house. Come over and play." These thin houses remind me of the houses that I saw when I went to Amsterdam. Very thin houses, close together with thin doorways. Come over to my house. The fishing is great. They bite all the time, and you don't have to wait. Come over someday and bring plenty of bait. My house has a kite that can whistle and sing. Come over someday and bring plenty of string. My house has so many big pine needles outside. We can slide on my wonderful pine needle slide. The roof of my house has a stork on a nest. You probably can't see the stork on the nest because somebody colored it green. Probably my brother. The roof of my house has a stork on a nest. The roof of my house is a good place to rest. You can play on my roof, but my house is so tall, it's a long way downstairs to go after the ball. Come up on my porch and I'll give you a treat. Spaghetti we'll eat and we'll eat and we'll eat. We'll eat 20 miles of it. We'll eat a ton. Food at my house is such wonderful fun. Come over to my house and sit by the fire. My fire burns trees and it's hotter and higher. Are you noticing that this story has rhyming words? Words that sound the same at the end, like fire, higher? Ooh, listen for the rhyming words while we read. Our fire's in a stove, it makes beautiful heat. Come over and warm your cold feet. Come over to my house, I live on a boat. I live in a city of houses that float. Imagine living in a house that floats. Come into my house, have supper with me. I'll give you cold rice and a hot cup of tea. I eat with chopsticks, and you can learn how. But boy, you are terribly sloppy right now. Do you know how to eat with chopsticks? I don't. I'm terrible at it and very sloppy, just like the little boy in this picture. I tried. Come over to my house and stay for the night. We have 200 rooms, so I'm sure it's all right. But don't touch the tigers. They're likely to bite. At our house, hot water comes out of the rocks. It's handy for washing ourselves and our socks. Come over to our house. You'll like our bath too, especially if you have some laundry to do. Over at my house, you'll eat funny fruit. You'll ride on my llama and toot on my flute. My house has books. My house too. And they're all very fine. I'll learn to read yours if you learn to read mine. It looks like the books she reads are in a different language. In a faraway place, in a wide empty land, my house is a tent in the wind and the sand. At my house I'll show you a wonderful show in the night sky where the northern lights glow. Another name for the northern lights is the aurora borealis. That's something you can Google to see more pictures of and videos. My house has an ostrich. Hop on, take a ride. But watch where you're riding. Don't ride him inside. I sleep in a bed with a big puffy puff. Come over some night, there are puff puffs enough. In my house I sleep on a mat on the floor. There's a mat here for you, but I hope you don't snore. Don't tell anyone. My husband snores. Shh. Come over to my house and we'll milk a cow. It isn't too hard, and it's time you learned how. You can milk goats at my house, so come with your pail. It's easy. You'll find the milk back near the tail. Every house in the world has a ceiling and floor, but the ones you like best have a wide open door. When you say they have a wide open door, it means they welcome people inside. Some houses are rich, full of silver and gold, and some are quite poor, sort of empty and old. Some houses are marble and some houses are tin, but they're all alike when a friend asks you in. There are so many houses you'll meet on your way, and wherever you go, you will hear someone say, "Come over to my house. Come over and play." I hope you enjoyed my favorite story. I miss you guys. If you want to show me your favorite story, have your parents take a picture of you holding your favorite book and send it to me on Class Dojo. See you guys soon. Bye. I miss you.